The 49ers, their injuries only continue to stack. But is this a concern for the San Francisco 49ers going into the season and possibly ruining their chances of a playoff berth?
It's football time.
Alrighty, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast, or sports, everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the 49ers as the injury bug only continues in San Francisco, as Jordan Watkins, the rookie out of Ole Miss, did sustain a high ankle sprain, with already Brandon Ayuk possibly being out at least until week 6. Jennings also dealing with a calf injury and also a holdout for a new contract. Well, also, Equanimous St. Brown underwent foot injury that he is now going to be out for the remainder of the year. Meanwhile, on their defense sustains of 8 defensive players already on as a injury list, as 8 of the starters have already been questionable and injured. Including guys like Michael Williams, Kevin Givens, Jordan Elliott, Ronaldo Green, Jair Brown, Malik Mustafa, Diamond Noor, and Upton Stout. But the question is, are the injuries for the 49ers a concern, and do they ruin their chances of a playoff berth? I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Before we do, if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a big favor and smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's talk about the 49ers and, of course, the injury bug as per usual. The 49ers. Of course, it's a concern with all their injuries because Brock Purdy, we all know how he does without his weapons. He's not a top 10 quarterback when he doesn't have his weapons. I don't think he's even in the top 10 conversation. I think he's like top 15 in my eyes, but y'all can argue that all you want. But when I look at the receiver room, if it were to start today, their receivers would be Ricky Pearsall, Russell Gage, Junior Bergen, Tariq Owens, Robbie Chosen, and Isaiah Hodgins. That's not a wide receiver room that's going to help you. And then, of course, you got Demarcus Robinson, of course, dealing with a suspension, likely that could keep him out for a few weeks. But the injuries just continue. They just draft guys that are always, for some weird reason, on injury lists. And I looked at this recently. Did you know Isaac Rendo's injury history has been a concern? In 29 at Wisconsin, he missed 8 games in 2018. 2019. Missed 6 games with a hamstring again. Missed 6 games in 2020. Missed 9 games with a foot injury in 2021. And already with the 49ers, he has sustained a hamstring injury, groin injury, foot sprain, hamstring, MCL, and ankle, and then most recently, a shoulder. The 49ers just cannot stay healthy. They just can't stay healthy. They just are a team that continues to get injured. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't trust them. Because of injuries like this. They're just an injury bug riddled team. Because let's look at their team that's already hurt. They already got so many guys on injury lists. Of course, none of them on IR, but mostly was listed as questionable for week 1. But when I look at the roster, it's just not enough to get Purdy and the Niners to the Super Bowl. Because arguably, I think they're like the 8th to 9th best team in the NFC right now. Of course, that could change if they are actually that good, if they are actually going to be quote unquote good. But here's where I'm at with the 49ers. Of course, they just signed Jeff Wilson Jr. back to the team with their running back room issues. But still, it's not going to help you get over the hump.
Okay, mister, you go out. What are you doing? Need you to do anything right.
The 49ers are the most injury riddled team in the NFL. And Purdy, without his weapons, is not going to be enough to help his team win a Super Bowl. Because Purdy, when he's been out without his weapons, he's had a losing record. We just saw Josh Allen come off an MVP caliber season without Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. Where did they get to? The AFC Championship game. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about Purdy being able to play without his weapons. Josh Allen was able to play without 2 All-Pro wide receivers and be able to lead his team to the AFC Championship game. This is what I'm talking about. I am not disrespecting Purdy. I'm not saying he can't play. I'm not saying that he's a scrub. I am simply saying if Purdy doesn't have his weapons, he's not that good. And he is not that good with his weapons regardless. Because when he doesn't have all of his guys, when he doesn't have 5 all-pro players, he has a losing season. It's who he is. When he went on when the 49ers had that 3-game losing streak, guess what it was about? Injuries. Every time. You lost to the Cleveland Browns with PJ Walker, you lost to the Minnesota Vikings with Kirk Cousins, and you lost to Cincinnati and Joe Burrow in that season. Then this past year, you lost to arguably much better teams. You got swept by the Rams.
Squidward, are you okay?
No. There comes a giant
You got swept by the Cardinals. You got beat down. You split the season with Seattle, which all made Geno Smith look like primetime Michael Vick.
Just one sucker.
And not only that, your entire roster just can't stay healthy. George Kittle is one of the very few players that actually can stay healthy on very rare occasions. But when I look at the 49ers, they're just not that consistent, not being healthy. They just can't stay healthy. And that's what ultimately leads to their downfall. Because I remember 49er fans saying in their exact words that if Dre Greenlaw was healthy, they would have won the Super Bowl. That was my 49ers' exact words. Now, is that yet to be seen? Yes, but I still think they would have lost either way because Patrick Mahomes is their daddy.
Oh my! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, now you die.
But the 49ers just can't be trusted because they're always injured. They're always, it's always something with the 49ers. It could be injuries, it could be play calling, it could be quarterback play, it could be anything. Which is why I've given them the title, the ultimate accident waiting to happen. Because every year when they're overhyped like this, it's either it's something that holds them back, whether it's injuries, play calling, and so on. The 49ers can't be trusted with their injuries. And that's why I believe if they're injury riddled again next year, it will cost them a playoff spot. Because if you cannot stay healthy, you're not a Super Bowl contender nor a playoff contender in today's NFC. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think the 49ers injuries are a concern? Let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a big favor and smash the button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.